Hello students, how are you all? I hope everyone fine. So in last video we learned what do you mean by increasing, strictly increasing using differentiation. Okay, now we are going to learn that strictly decreasing and decreasing using differentiation. So consider a function strictly decreasing function at x equal to a. First concept that for today's class. Okay, consider a strictly decreasing function y is equal to f of x at x equal to a. You know what do you mean by strictly decreases? Only decreasing, nowhere increases, nowhere it stop. Okay. Now at x equal to a, this should be a, okay. If at x equal to a, you should take the neighborhood, okay. You know that, you did this in the previous, okay. Hik bandaga a minus h chal barate, f of a is a minus h should be, this should be f of a minus h, f of a plus h and f of a, okay. Some mistakes are there, please correct. This is a minus h, this is f of a, this is f of a plus h. Now, if the function is strictly decreasing function at x equal to a, if a minus h is less than a plus h, then f of a minus h is, this is f of a minus h, then the plus alla minus, so it is above than other two. So it should be, greater than f of a, greater than f of a plus h. Notes only the definition which contain derivatives. So graph just listen. So f of a minus h is more than f of a, more than f of a minus h. So if this condition satisfies, then we say that the function is strictly decreasing function. Inequality reverse, that's it, nothing more. Okay, if a minus h is less than a plus h, f of a minus h is more than f of a, more than f of a plus h. I hope you can remember this. Now using this, okay, I'll show you how to connect the differences. This is important. Okay, whenever you're writing the notes, just note, take down this. Okay, so dy by dx at x equal to limit h tends to 0. You know the first principle method, f of a plus h minus f of h by h. Now, if the function is strictly decreasing at x equal to a, we know that f of a plus h is less than f of h. So subtract banoti first number is less than second number, then it become negative, alva, limit of negative. Denominator cannot be negative because it is increment. Increment cannot be negative. So negative by positive will be negative. So if the function is strictly decreasing at x equal to a, then dy by dx at x equal to a must be strictly less than 0. Condition I'll repeat, if the function is strictly decreasing at x equal to a, then dy by dx at x equal to a is less than 0. So what is your work? Okay, remember this last sentence. Okay, so f of x strictly decreasing function at x equal to a, then f dash of a is less than 0. Is sentence and now in the same way, if it is not strictly decreasing and decreasing, it not implies increasing. If it is not strictly decreasing, just a decreasing function. Can you guess what will be the answer? If the function is strictly decreasing, if the function is a decreasing function at x equal to a, then f dash of a must be less than or equal to 0. Then f dash of a must be less than or equal to 0. Strictly decreasing bandre strictly less than 0. Decreasing anta bandre less than or equal to 0. So nimge nen pitkolbekadu last idondu condition and previous okay, increasing matte strictly increasing in terms of derivative. I hope you understood this much. So remember, if the function is strictly increasing at x equal to a, then dy by dx at x equal to a is greater than 0. If the function is increasing at x equal to a, then it is greater than or equal to 0. If the function is strictly decreasing at x equal to a, dy by dx is less than 0. If the function is decreasing at x equal to a, dy by dx is less than or equal to 0. So null condition in particular, you can solve any problem in this exercise. So yeah, the next line. As I told, using this concept you can solve any problem in exercise. So we are going to solve the first problem, question number 1. Show that the function f of x given by f of x equal to 3x plus 17 is strictly increasing on real number. On set of all real number, you have to prove that it is strictly increasing. And you have to prove that f dash of x is greater than 0, strictly greater than 0. Okay, so I'll show you how to now prove this. Simple, very simple problem. Consider a function, f of x is equal to 3x plus 17. So differentiation the prove ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, differentiation ಮಾಡಲೇಬೇಕು compulsory, right? Yeah, so differentiate. What is the differentiation of f of x? Yeah, as I told, to check whether it is strictly increasing or not, you have to differentiate the function. So differentiate with respect to x. So f dash of x is equal to in barate only 3. Now whether this function is greater than 0 always? Yeah, 3 is a number which is always positive. So it is always greater than 0 for all x belongs to R. This symbol for all x belongs to R. For every real number, f dash of x is greater than 0. For every real number, f dash of x is always greater than 0. So what we can write? Therefore it is, therefore f of x is strictly increasing function. F of x is strictly increasing function for all real number or on R. ಬಂದ್ರೆ 2 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಕೇಳಲ್ಲ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಹೇಳ್ತಿರೋದು? So like this you can prove the given function is strictly increasing function on every real number. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? Very good. So next question. Question number 2, almost similar pattern. Show that the function given by f of x equal to e power 2x is again strictly increasing on R. Okay, I'll wait for a minute. You have to try this. Simple agide. 1 minute biಟ್ಟು ನಾನು ಮತ್ತೆ display ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ. Okay? Start your work. ಈ function consider ಮಾಡಿ, differentiation ಮಾಡಿ. Immediately you will get the answer that it's strictly increasing. Start your work. ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? Show that the function f of x equal to e power 2x is strictly increasing function. I hope you know how to differentiate e power 2x alva. I hope you know how to differentiating e power 2x. Differentiate that properly. Immediately you can write the conclusion. Simple observations required. I hope you are doing. Just don't listen, you practice. Yeah, I hope you differentiated f of x is equal to e power 2x. E power ax differentiation ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. ಹೇಗೆ differentiation ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ? a into e power ax. Use that. Some expression you got, right? Now I will show you that much. So consider a function f of x equal to e power 2x, and we know that the function strictly increasing on R means f dash of x must be strictly greater than 0. Correct? So I hope you did the differentiation. Differentiate with respect to x. What is the differentiation? Yeah, right, you're right. 2 times e power 2x. E power x differentiation a into e power ax. Simple. So 2 into e power 2x. Now the question will come, why this is always greater than 0? Question prove that alva. So prove ಮಾಡಲೇಬೇಕು at any cost. Okay? So why it is always greater than 0? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ನಂಬರ್ ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತೆ? 1 2 ಇನ್ನೊಂದು e power 2x. Yeah, 2 cannot be negative alva. 2 is always positive. This is strictly greater than 0 because 2 is always greater than 0. Did you agree with me? Very good. As well as e power 2x, it never be negative. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು 0 ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಆಗೋ ಚಾನ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಯು ನೋ ದಿಸ್, ರೈಟ್? e ಅಂದ್ರೆ 2.7181 ನಂಬರ್. ಓಕೆ, e power 2x is strictly greater than 0 for all x. This is a known concept. Now because of these two, see, this is the product of two number in which one is positive, another one is always positive. So what happened? The product of two positive number will be a positive number. So f dash of x is 0 greater positive number into positive number, so it should be greater than 0. So f dash of x is greater than 0 for all x belongs to R. Artha aita? F dash of x is greater than 0 for all x belongs to R. I hope you understood. So this shows that this function is strictly increasing function for every real number x. I hope you understood. Okay, so you can write the conclusion that f of x is strictly increasing on every real number. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಗೆ ಇದು ಬರೀಲೇಬೇಕು ನೆನಪಲ್ಲಿ, ಇದನ್ನ ಗ್ರೇಟರ್ ದೆನ್ 0 ಅಂತ ಬರೀಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಇದನ್ನ ಬರೀಲೇಬೇಕು ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿ. ಇಸ್ ಅ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್. ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್, ಇದು ಬರೆಯೋದು ಇದಿಷ್ಟೇ ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಲೂಸ್ ಅ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್. ಐ ಹೋಪ್ ಯು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್. ಯಾ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್. Question number 3. Show that the function given by f of x equal to sin x is, first question, strictly increasing 0 to pi by 2. 0 to pi by 2 ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? First quadrant. Second question, strictly decreasing pi by 2 to pi andre second quadrant. So you have to prove that sin x is strictly increasing in first quadrant, strictly decreasing in second quadrant. Actually you know this, you studied this in first PUC in graph of trigonometric functions. Okay, now we are giving the proof of this using differentiation. So let me take one by one. First you consider what? The f of x. So consider f of x is equal to sin x. Immediately what we should do? We should differentiate. We should differentiate f of x with respect to x. What is the differentiation of sin x? Differentiation of sin x is cos x. Differentiation of sin x is cos x. Now we know that, what we know, that cos x is always positive in the first quadrant. Did you agree with me? First quadrant yavudeಲ್ಲ trigonometry function is positive. Every trigonometry functions are positive alva. So because of that, even cos x is also positive in the first quadrant, and the interval is first quadrant. So what is the conclusion? Since cos x is positive in the first quadrant, f dash of x must be positive for all x belongs to the first quadrant, 0 to pi by 2. First case aithalva, strictly increasing, right? No, if f dash of x is greater than 0 for all the value of x between 0 to pi by 2, so we proved that the function is strictly increasing. What is the function? Sin x is strictly increasing in the first quadrant. I hope you understood. So therefore sin x is strictly increasing in the first quadrant. Got it? Yeah. Now what we have to check? We have to check whether the sin x function is strictly decreasing in the second quadrant. Now what is f dash of x? Cos x. And we know that cos x is negative in the second quadrant. Alva? Cos x is negative in the second quadrant. Cos x is negative in the second quadrant. So f dash of x, that is cos x, is less than 0. So this implies what? Okay, for all this element belongs to, or the angle belongs to pi by 2 to pi. So this implies f dash of x is less than 0 for all x between pi by 2 to pi. Pi by 2 to pi. So I hope you understood. So what is the conclusion? We can write after that f of x strictly decreasing for all the x belongs to pi by 2 to pi. I hope you understood. So first case into increasing in the first quadrant, decreasing in the second quadrant. I hope you understood. This is also a very simple problem. Fine? Yeah. So next question. Find the interval in which the function f given by f of x is equal to 2x square minus 3x is, first case, strictly increasing, second one, strictly decreasing. Okay, function ಏನು 2x square minus 3x. See, ಇದರ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬರೆದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಡಿಸೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕಂತೂ ಈಸಿ ಇಲ್ಲ. Okay, but this question can be proved or can be solved very easily using differentiation. So what we should do? Consider a function. In a consider function f of x is equal to 2x square minus 3x. Immediately you have to differentiate. In differentiation, yeah, I hope you are differentiating. Yeah, you know the differentiation of this, right? So what is the differentiation? 4x minus 3. Now correct question observe madili, find the intervals. Question is not to prove that whether it is strictly increasing or not. We have to check whether the we have to find out the interval where the function is strictly increasing and the function is strictly decreasing. Confusion agbididaರೆ prove ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ try ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡಿ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Okay, so we have to find out the interval where the function is strictly increasing and strictly decreasing. Okay, after differentiation take the case. First case, strictly increasing. Strictly increasing, we know that if the function is strictly increasing, then f dash of x is greater than 0. If f dash of x is 4x minus 3. So f dash of x is greater than 0 implies 4x minus 3 is greater than 0, right? That is 4x is greater than 3. That is x is greater than 3 by 4. How you will represent this in terms of interval? Yeah, to write this in terms of interval, we will learn first, okay, what do you mean by this in the real line. Okay, 3 by 4 between 0 and 1 alva, greater than 3 by 4 andre no illinda ella value alva, greater than 3 by 4, like this. So what is the answer? Interval is asked. Find the intervals. Isthe bardre agala, answer hige baribeku, idu baribekandiಲ್ಲ, but answer you should write. So interval is from 3 by 4 to infinity. Answer is x belongs to 3 by 4 to infinity. I hope you understood. So x belongs to 3 by 4 to infinity. ಈ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬರ್ಬೇಕು, ನೆನಪಿಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬರ್ಬೇಕು. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಹೇಳ್ತಿರೋದು? So first differentiate. It is given that it is strictly increasing, so use the condition, simplify like this. You saw this type of simplification in linear inequality. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? Okay, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕೇಸ್ ಇದೆ, strictly decreasing. In next slide we are going to solve that. Strictly decreasing, and we know that if the function is strictly decreasing, f dash of x is less than 0. F dash of x in banditu 2x 4x minus 3, it should be less than 0. Okay, then ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? 4x is less than 3, x is less than 3 by 4. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? x is less than 3 by 4. So x belongs to ಈ ಸೈಡ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಈ ಸೈಡ್ ಯಾವ ಸೈಡ್ ಅದು? ಮೈನಸ್ ಇನ್ಫಿನಿಟಿ. I'll show you explain, don't worry. 3 minus infinity to 3 by 4. So how to represent this in real line? 3 by 4 is the e side symbol. This symbol itself explain everything. This side higidre e side positive side barutte. So it is minus 3 by 4 to infinity. This diagram compulsory alla, but e answer compulsory. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಇಸ್ minus infinity to 3/5. ಇದು ಓಪನ್ ಬ್ರಾಕೆಟ್, ನಾಟ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಬ್ರಾಕೆಟ್, ರೌಂಡ್ ಬ್ರಾಕೆಟ್. ನೆನಪಿಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು ರೌಂಡ್ ಬ್ರಾಕೆಟ್, ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಬ್ರಾಕೆಟ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಲೆಸ್ ದನ್, ನಾಟ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್. ಸೊ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಇಸ್ minus infinity to 3/4. I hope you understood. Very simple problem, but this type of question is important in exam. You will get for 2 marks, 3 marks. Okay, find the interval where the function is strictly increasing, strictly decreasing. Okay, I hope you understood. Yeah, next question. Find the intervals in which the function given by f of x is equal to x square plus 2x minus 5 is first one strictly increasing, second one strictly decreasing. So ಅದೇ ತರ ವರ್ಕ್, ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ವರ್ಕ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಕ್ವಾಡ್ರಾಟಿಕ್ ಇಕ್ವೇಷನ್. ಸೊ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಲೀನಿಯರ್ ಇಕ್ವೇಷನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಬಿ ರೆಡಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಬಟ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಸೇಮ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ದ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್. ಏನು, f of x is equal to x square plus 2x minus 5. First consider the function. Next, differentiate. What is differentiation? F dash of x is equal to 2x plus 2. I hope you know this. First case ಏನು, strictly increasing. In if the strictly increasing case, we know that if the function strictly increasing, then f dash of x is greater than 0. Okay, similar to last one. So f dash of x will be equal greater than 0 implies 2x plus 2 is greater than 0. It got it. Okay. Now can you tell me what is the value of x? Can you tell me what is the value of x, or what is the interval for which this expression satisfies? You solved this type of problem in first PUC. Can you tell me? What next? 2x is greater than minus 2. So x is greater than minus 1. X is greater than minus 1. Symbol ಹೇಗಿದೆ, ಈ ಸೈಡ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ಸೈಡ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಸೈಡ್. ಸೊ -1 ಇಂದ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಇನ್ಫಿನಿಟಿ ತನಕ. ಸೊ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಇಸ್ x belongs to -1 to infinity. X belongs to -1 to infinity. How to represent graphically? -1 ಇಂದ infinity, plus infinity, ಈ ಸೈಡ್ plus infinity. So answer is x belongs to -1 to infinity. Very simple problem. ಕ್ವಿಕ್ ಆಗಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕೇಸ್ ಇದೆ ಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸಿಂಗ್. ಟ್ರೈ ನೋ, ಐ ವಿಲ್ ವೇಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಅ ಮಿನಿಟ್. ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಟ್ರೈ ಅಂಡ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಟೆಲ್ ಮಿ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಆನ್ಸರ್. ಟ್ರೈ. ನೀವು ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ವೈಲ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಸೀಯಿಂಗ್ ದ ವಿಡಿಯೋ, ಯು ರೈಟ್ ಡೌನ್. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೋರ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿ ಸೀಯಿಂಗ್ ಆರ್ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿ ವಾಚಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್ ಆಸ್ ಎ ಮೂವಿ. ಮೂವಿ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಣ್ಣಿಗೂ ಪೆಟ್ಟು, ಓಕೆ, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅರ್ಥನೂ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಹೇಗೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀರಿ ಹಾಗೆ ಬರಿತಾನೆ ಬನ್ನಿ. ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಬರೆಯೋದು, ನಾವು ವಿಡಿಯೋ ನೋಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾಗೆ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಬರೀಬೇಕು. ವಿಡಿಯೋ ನೋಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ನೋಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಪ್ಲೇ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಬರೀ ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸಲ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಪ್ಲೇ ಮಾಡಿ ನಿಮ್ದೇ ಇಂಟರ್ನೆಟ್ ಖಾಲಿ ಆಗೋದು. ನೆನಪಿರ್ಲಿ, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ನೋಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾಗೆ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಬರೀರಿ. ಸೊ ಫಾರ್ ದಟ್ ರೀಸನ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಓಕೆ, ಸಮ್ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಐ ಗಿವ್ ಯು ವರ್ಕ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಫಾರ್ ಯು ಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸಿಂಗ್. ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್. ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಓನ್ಲಿ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಚೇಂಜ್ ದ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್. ಮೇ ಬಿ ಯು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟೆಡ್. Yeah, shall I show you answer? If the function is strictly decreasing, then less than 0, f dash of x is less than 0. ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, f dash of x is less than 0 ಆದರೆ ಏನು ಬಂದಿದೆ, 2x plus 2 is less than 0. 2x plus 2 is less than 0. If 2x plus 2 is less than 0, then 2x is less than minus 2. Then x is less than minus 1. So ಈ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಇದೆ, this side, negative side. ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್? x ಬಿಲಾಂಗ್ಸ್ ಟು ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಇಂದ -1 ಗೆ ಬರ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಮೈನಸ್ ಇನ್ಫಿನಿಟಿ ಇಂದ -1 ಗೆ, -infinity to -1. ಹೌ ಟು ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇನ್ ರಿಯಲ್ ಲೈನ್? -1 ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ, ಯಾವ ಸೈಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್? ಈ ಸೈಡ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಸೊ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್. ಐ ಹೋಪ್ ಯು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್. ಸೊ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಇಸ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ -infinity to -1. ದಿ ಗಿವನ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸಿಂಗ್. ಇಂಟರ್ವಲ್ ಬರೆಯೋದು ಮರಿಬೇಡಿ, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿ. Okay, yeah, so I hope this problem is also you understood. I hope you understood. So remaining, I'll continue in the next video. Thank you.